won them over, methinks I'll have less need for vigilance. I'm here at Gul Jaja's behest to ensure his hard-won peace is kept, and incidentally to remind Zerlj of his duty as elector, should he have forgotten it. My man ordered you to stay here. That's no way to treat another guest. I'd say more than your father's guest by now, or didn't you see the sepulchre atop Orkor's Zormo? That's right, Keterham was one of the names. Your father and I fought shoulder to shoulder in many battles, Valgarmanda being but one of our triumphs. He and I are brothers, so when your brother tells you to stand watch, you stand watch. You trust in his judgment and his strength of will, even if that means you have to sit out the occasional scrap. Surely you understand that such a bond, sounded as ye are by all these bright and eager faces. I do. My comrades are my strength, and it's thanks to them that I understand Father's hopes for this nation, what I must continue to protect. Why is this a bug? It's kind of jarring that the line goes from straight into the zigzag. Or maybe it's intentional. Then prove your readiness for the throne, Wuklamat. Find the Golden City. Oh, I will. With these ones beside me, even uncovering a legend should be child's play. Okay. Calm down. Especially since I believe I already have. All by yourself? How? When? Well, as you know, electors are forbidden from giving an unfair advantage to claimants. So when Hunmurvuk refused to divulge why my grandfather passed through Ikbrax 20 years ago, his silence spoke volumes. You think Gallo's visit had something to do with the Golden City? Precisely. Moreover, only the Yokuyu who lived in Yaktel ever dreamt those golden dreams. When exposed to certain triggers, those with magical aptitude have been known to receive visions. And if I'm not gonna pronounce. And if his abilities are at all representative, the Yokuyu are no stranger to the arcane. Which means the dreamers of Veloth likely owe their experiences to their inherent qualities and their proximity to the city itself. Here in this forest. It starts to sound like El Dorado. The Golden City. Then all we need to do is search Yaktrel from top to bottom, right? It would behoove us to try and narrow our focus. To that end, I propose we return to Mamuk and make inquiries. Again. Again. While there, we can all take the opportunity to see to any necessary travel preparations. When everyone is ready, let us assemble at the Etherite. So much padding, man. Almost after each quest, we have an inquiry quest. It feels like. I don't know. Yeah. Up to this point, main quest feels very like a chore like. There weren't any how to say it even interesting moments up to this point. Maybe Volgarmanda, but I don't know. Yakasai's boy, ain't he? I probably borked the name. She told me about you. She said she asked you would be finding the Golden City. I might have even succeeded despite my best efforts. I'd begun to think it was a fool's errand. My own fruitless search in my youth proved as much. Yet here you are, older and wiser, playing the fool again. Courtesy of the company I've been keeping, perhaps. Oklamat's not the only one to have grown thanks to her comrades. We'll find it, together. Was I ever that young? You waited for me? Seems Catherine knows my mentor, so we chatted for a bit longer. Alphina said to meet by the Adderite, so I'll see you there. The merchants were more than happy to mend my gear and sell me supplies. One would hardly believe that they were ever averse to aiding visitors. Don't believe how many in Najul they gave me. All we need is a hint to point us in the right direction. City of Gold, here we come. I think I can offer that much. I have an inkling of where the Golden City might be. Nalja and Zerilja. You've come to help us. As an elector, I'm forbidden from speaking of the Golden City, but my wife is beholden to no such constraints. Then anything you can tell us would be greatly appreciated. Our people have lived here for centuries. There is no corner of this forest we do not intimately know, save for one. Do you recall the place I showed you, where my son confessed the truth of the blessed siblings? That stone pier stands at the entrance of a sky-deep synod, the final resting place for children we lost to our zealotry. Precious few are permitted beyond the cenotaph doors, and we have not explored its deepest recesses. If the Golden City is in Yaktel, it may well be hidden there. Will you permit us to search for it? I have no reason to refuse you. No longer we will rely on blessed siblings, nor we will conceal the sacrifices made to conceive them. The synod is no longer under our protection. It is a dismissal burial ground, and our children deserve better. Their bodies will be moved to a place of comfort and peace. I'm sure Bakul Jaja appreciated that. And we're here to offer any help if you need it. Your father also visited the synod. Come to think of it, it was many years ago by now, but a notable affair due to the foreigner he brought with him. A mage, I believe. Truly. The Dawn Sovereign did not disclose his reasons, but he descended past our cenotaph and into the old Yaku's quarries. It might be a dungeon now. I think it's gonna be a dungeon. Doubtless the very same ones excavated by Vorpolor's dreamers. Then the Golden City must be there. In the depths of the sky deep sea now. I think both of you. We'll set out straight away. You'll find a winged beast on two lingering in Yogg-Drag descent. They will carry you below. I believe in you, third promise. You will make a magnificent dawn servant. Alright. There might be a dungeon. This is it, everyone. To the sky deep sea node. Even the name of the location sounds like a dungeon. And it's been a while. What? Like 2 levels ago? 3? I think 2 levels. So where is it? It's in the corner. We're gonna hit some distance from here. I should have checked the hunter board. Forgot about it. And by the way, a very beautiful track, as always. Just straight instrumental piano piece. Almost there. This is the cenotaph, which means that beyond these doors is right of succession or no disturbing the souls that rest here feels wrong. I know, but I can't turn back. Let's pay our respects at the very least. It's a dungeon. Right, let's queue up. I'm gonna do it with Trust Group, so we don't have to wait anything. Let's go. Oklahoma, Delphino, Kryl. Yeah. Sounds good. Come Oklahoma, cool. Hi, Arcana. Spectres. The giant stingray. Okay. Feather rain. Oops. Do we really have to jump down? No. Wait! Okay. We defy the laws of gravity.
We mustn't hold back.
Those looks like... They look like the gargoyles from Elden Ring. Speaking stone. What is that? I wish the NPC's dialogue would be shown in the event chat, but they don't log it for some reason. Oh, I know those guys.
You'll not escape this!
So it's some kind of defensive system. Vulgar metal grounds.
I have you!
Ah, I fucked it up. Wait, we all die? What? How did that happen? Yeah. Well, this seems a bit more interesting. What is this? Cube's Path of Dying Light. Now this is definitely something for a screenshot. Golden Pyramid. Hi Alice, yeah. I've gotten to the next dungeon. Last boss is real hard.
We mustn't hold back.
It looks like some kind of Matrix interface. Interesting, interesting. The Golden City. It almost looks like Alpha Escape from Stormblood. Another construct, Sculptor of Silence. It's 10:30 p.m. So far so good. Okay. Well, let's try that again. I guess I should have stayed in the middle. I see. Thanks for the heads up. Wait, what happened? Did I get hit by another... Did I get hit by someone's attack too? Stacked, I didn't even notice. Limit break. That was fun. You were in a group that wiped 8 times on this. Well, probably with trust it's a little bit better. Yeah, you just have to follow. You don't have to fuck up. You're yourself mostly, you know. You just remember the fight and you're gonna be good. But with a group, yeah. If someone just doesn't get it, especially a healer or something. But it's pretty much straightforward, he just repeats the patterns. It would be more crazy if they would be random, you know, completely random each time. Each of the attack. In different orders. Does your data center allow a visit to volcanic? I have no idea. I have to check it probably in the main menu. Oceanic, I don't know if you can jump from EU. I think I can jump only to other EU data centers. The Shadow, the new one, and Chaos.
I thought this place was of Yokwi origin. But is this glowing stone their creation as well?
I don't believe so. I've never seen anything like it.
Then it's from an even older time. Don't tell me it's the Allagans again.
While careful study would be required to confirm, it does not appear to be reminiscent of their designs.
I can check out. Check it out. But I think I have to get to level 100 to do roulettes. Of course I can level other characters, I mean other jobs. I kinda wanted to just finish the main one right now. Get to the level 100, finish MSQ.
On the other side, but how
Looks
did we
like
get
some kind
over
of
there?
interface or a portal. Looks like a portal, a gateway. What the hell? And looks very advanced. It's, you know what it is? It's probably a portal to another reflection. Yeah, I understand, Alice. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, we could if it works. I don't know. I have to see. I've only ported to my friend's server on EU, so never tried anything else.
Right then. Let's go and take a look.
That seal. That's Charlian and no mistake.
You just finished the day before. Oh, congrats.
How do we open it?
Did you like it
Come
in the
and
end?
look at this.
Hi, Charlotte.
Your tablets might be a good fit, wouldn't you say?
I'm doing good. It's sad. Your bunny is great, yeah.
Leave it to Alfino.
My friend also played a bunny for a while, but he swapped to a female aura. I gotta say, aura have the new graphical update did wonders for female aura.
Is this it? The Golden City?
Though there is some resemblance, it doesn't quite live up to what the Yokhui described from their dreams.
Well done! Well done indeed.
The man himself arrived.
You, my dear daughter, have found the entrance to the City of Gold and triumphed in the right of
I'm from Latvia.
secession.
So we did it. We made it to the end.
Is it the end? It's probably not. We still have 4 levels to go.
You seem more perplexed than joyous.
It's just... This place is unlike anything we've seen in Tural. Never mind the peculiar stone. So I am given to wonder, what exactly lies beyond that gate?
Nothing less than the Golden City of Legend, I assure you. The circumstance prevents us from opening the gate.
What circumstance?
As to what the city is and what Gall of Valdesium discovered all those years ago, this knowledge and more, I will share with you after your ascension. What you choose to do with it will be up to you.
The Golden City is real. It took a while, but I finally found it.
Come, let us return to Duliolo.
Home at last.
What a tease. You're like, yeah, you've seen the entrance, but let's return to Tuliyola. I understand now why the students of Baldessin were petitioned, but what were my grandfather's findings? Not only regarding the stone, but the gate. That was wholly unlike what I imagined in my youth. Since when did a place like that exist in Yogg-Tural? It feels as though we have more questions than we set out with, but for now, returning in one piece is cause enough for celebration. Well, we've done it. We've seen Buklamat's victory in the right of succession. Like me, I expect you have no few questions about the Golden City, but they must wait until our claimant has settled into her new role. As we speak, she prepares for ascension ceremony back at the palace. I'm given to understand it will be held in a few days' time. In the meantime, let us all enjoy some well-deserved rest. You may now enter. Okay, yes, okay. I feel like we spam duties right now for. The hunter and the hunted. Ah, there's the role quest. Why we hunt? What is that? High level hunts? Probably. Yeah, it's the bigger ones. Mm-hmm. Ah, I see. Sometimes it happens, Sam. Most people will probably like, huh? Latvia? Where is it? My cat just jumped on the wall. Probably was catching something. One time I've opened up the balcony and I've turned around to sound of like some like bouncing, scratching. I turn my head and I see my cat with a sparrow in her mouth. You're the third person I met from there. Yeah, I know some bigger streamers from Latvia. The new CD, she streams mostly like PUBG, PvP game. But she has a strong following. Some other fellas, I don't know if they still stream, they've streamed some other games. Interesting. So Kuana brought the system of marks and bills over from Eorzea. So it's a new system for them. We've always been good at understanding accents. Yeah, probably you can get used to it if you just you know, listen to a bunch of people from different countries, it becomes more easy to understand them. By the way, I'm 97 already. Nice. How's the ping if you transfer? I wonder. It's gonna be probably more obvious. It's already like the comparative into WoW. Final Fantasy definitely has some input latency to the game, to the way mechanics work. Everyone basically is like 300, right? I think they said it was. Just, come on, just unlock it. Alright? Thank you. Upon speaking of Peshekwa, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Hopefully they're gonna be voiced. Welcome back, and may I congratulate you on Buklamat's victory in Right of Succession. It is our great honor to host the comrades of our future Dawntrail. Such a grand journey has doubtless left you fatigued. Please relax and enjoy your stay. Chilling alone. Reminiscent of Shadowbringer, actually. It's not voiced. What a shame. There were a bunch of scenes in the capital where you would chill in your room and someone would visit. Surprised to see me. I suppose it's only natural. May I come in? I haven't probably thanked you. That my sister was able to realize her potential is a testament to the quality of her traveling companions, particularly you. For that you have my heartfelt gratitude. I was just the moral support. What a shame. My primary business in calling is to deliver a message from Lamatish, right? I think he called her Lamatish. Who cares? As you well know, after the Ascension ceremony, she will officially take up the mantle of Dawn Servant. She has expressed a desire for you to accept a post within her administration. while making no mention of me. Huh. You didn't decide immediately. My sister will broach the matter with you again after the ceremony. Whether you continue to assist Lamati or not is up to you. That is all. If you'll excuse me. You have become someone irreplaceable to her. As her brother, I acknowledge that with no little jealousy. But believe me when I say that I hope you will stay by her side.
What a crowd! As befits the changing of dawn servants.
It's starting.
The Dawn Servant!
Look! He's here!
The head of reason is resting again. Thought he'd grace us for this occasion at least. People of Tuliolal, you honor us with your presence.
For on this auspicious day, we witness the dusking of one era and the dawning of the next. The succession of Dawn servants.
But I've talked for long enough. Allow me to present the claimant, whose determination, wisdom, and compassion guided them to triumph in the City of Gold. My daughter, Wook Lamat.
He could have added a little bit more variety to the crowd. I immediately spot duplicates in the crowd.
Growing up in this city, I used to think I knew all there was to know about Tulihiolal. But my journey showed me how much I had yet to learn about the cultures, histories, and aspirations of this nation. Through the time-honored Ihana, the Hanuhanu taught me how they nourish and cultivate both the land and their bonds with visitors. And with their alpacas and tradecraft, the Pelupelu showed me the depths
I like the melody.
of patience and fortitude to know when to push through and when not to push your luck. From the moblins and their artisans, I gained insight into the power of creativity. That it is when we are filled with passion and bolstered by the support of others that we produce our best works. And in Kozamauka, I was moved by the history and hopes of the Yokhui, who believe that death isn't the end, that we live on so long as we're remembered. I felt joy and harmony in Yaktel when I tasted Shebruk Bibil, the dish that marked the beginning of peace between the Shebral and Mamurja after centuries of warfare. And I felt sorrow in Mamuk when I met with those who placed their faith in the promise of blessed siblings, and for this were burdened with great suffering. Through the understanding we forged, I'm hopeful that they will find what they seek through friendship and community, for we are all Turali.
Understanding with Mamuk? What sorcery did she use on them?
All of which is to say that, as I've come to know our nation, I've seen the ways in which we thrive, and the ways in which we still struggle. Some in Kozamauka must resort to banditry to survive. A faction of Yokhui still cling to dreams of conquest. Not everyone lives in peace and plenty. And there's still so much of Tulihyolol I don't know. Places I haven't seen, and people I haven't met. That's why I hope to keep learning about and from you, that we might build a nation where everyone knows happiness. Because if there's one thing my journey has taught me, it's that your happiness is my happiness!
Okay.
I say mine, but the Dawn Servant doesn't need to be a single person, does it?
Oh dear. What is she doing?
She's gonna announce her brother as another Dawn Servant?
Yeah. My father led Tulihyolao to prosperity by the resolve and reason of his 2 heads. But my 1 head can only get us so far. To further change our nation for the better, I'll need someone else. Someone with the knowledge and insight that I lack.
Let's go on 100%.
So what do you say? Be Dawn Servant with me, Kona?
Rambachi, are you certain?
Absolutely. You take reason, and I take resolve. Together, we make a full Dawn Servant.
She has a point, yeah. You have to keep it balanced.
You'll have no objections from me, of course. But mine is not the approval you need.
During my time abroad, I experienced the benefits of foreign technologies, some of which I introduced to our nation. Dirigibles now soar the sky in the south, while locomotives traverse the land in the north. I was convinced that by imitating foreign powers, we could assert our strength and thereby deter invasion. Yet despite my intentions, I failed to understand what I was too eager to cast aside, and the very people I wish to protect. My own journey has taught me that culture isn't a hindrance to progress, but a shared value that binds us, connecting lives and generations. With your blessing, I vow to help Tuli Yolal prosper in a way that honors the hopes and heritage of all her peoples. My esteemed predecessor would accept nothing less. For ultimately, I harbor the same wish as my sister. To give you cause to smile. That is my heartfelt desire.
Glad this didn't go to waste. This is the Lay of Legacy, the part of the Tulihyola saga where you and I become the next Dawn servant.
Good heavens! Don't tell me this is what kept you so busy ahead of the ceremony.
Just so you know, I didn't decide this on a whim. After reflecting on all we've been through, I realized it was the only answer.
With this, both my brother and I have worthy successors. He would have been proud.
Would have been proud.
Of course you knew.
He's dead, right?
It's been 3 years since my brother left us.
It cannot be. The head of reason is no longer with us.
Oh, tragic tidings.
I didn't want to believe it.
I'm sorry I never told you. We wanted the people to rest easy until our successor could be chosen. Planning the right was my brother's final duty. He was determined for it to serve the nation's best interests, and labored nigh without cease. And then he died, forcing me to do the actual work. A sneaky bastard. But he did well. I have to give him that. The outcome speaks for itself.
Though not quite to the original script, your new Dawn servant rises. May they shine resplendent, and their rule bring light ever greater to Tuliolo.
What now then? The Head of Reason was very wise indeed to devise something so elaborate and meaningful as the right of succession. It's a shame he could not be here to bear witness to the end. Bittersweet celebration to be sure, but I'm glad Wuklamat finally got the recognition she deserved. She might have told someone what she was planning, but Wuklamat does not act without the best interests of her people in mind. Wuklamat was brilliant up there, wasn't she? The part of the second promise was surprising, but between the two of them, I dare say our new Dawn Sovereigns will be capable of anything. The future of Tuliolo is bright indeed.
Changes in the air, and it's all because of our little firebrand. Every Ilmer father's daughter, that one. I'll be watching where you steer this nation, lass. With what time I've got left.
Someone assassinated Keterum? What was that? Wuklamat has truly come into her own, has she not? Indeed, even as she moved the people with her heartful words, she retained her characteristic spontaneity. As evidenced by her nomination of Kuan as a fellow Dawn servant. As sudden as it was, I would like to believe she gave it all due consideration. She could do far worse. Kuan completed every feat except the last, and that he only forfeited to help Wuklamat secure the victory. I look forward to seeing how Tuliolo will prosper under their care. Everyone, thank you for coming. I could see you all perfectly from up here. From up there. Man, I can't read today. Ugh. That was an impressive speech, Dawn Servant. I told you, no titles. Besides, after everything we've been through together, you're nothing less than a family. So like my family does, I'd like you to call me Lamatish. Oh, don't worry about that. However you say it, I know it will be with love. Okay. If we do mispronounce it, please correct us, but it would be my honor to call you Lamatish. Okay, everyone says the same. Alright. Indeed, consider us Eorzean cousins, if such a notion appeals to you. It's a little embarrassing, but not in a bad way. There's still lots I'd like to say, but I need to make my rounds first. I want to thank my supporters who are visiting for the occasion. Could you wait for me here? Of course, we'll keep ourselves entertained. That said, would you join me, Imagine? Okay. Wonderful, come and meet me outside the Winged Walk, then. I don't believe I saw Catherine in attendance, did you? Okay, let's go. First up is on cheese tacos, and not just for a snack, I promise. Ukavo and Mablu should be there. Okay. We can probably take the shortcut. Dawn Servant Vuklamat. Words cannot well express the profound joy your ascension has brought me. No need for formalities. I'm still the same old me. Alright then. I shall forgo formalities. But I cannot. You are Dawn Servant. Too disrespectful it is to address you without your due title. As Dawn Servant, I'm ordering you not to bother with formalities. You're thinking about going back to Miko? Well, you can create a second character with the looks you want and like sit on it for a couple of days and then decide. You know? Usually that works. I could more easily converse with a drunken alpaca. Thank you for helping Vuklamat become Dawn Servant Imagine. Political opinions in our community may have been divided, but a Dawn Servant's ascension presents us with a prime opportunity, which is why I convince everyone to participate in a commemorative sales campaign. You used free Fanta to go Bonnie from Miko, I see. A wonderful plan, no? My first big undertaking as a merchant. I do like the sound of a sale, so long as I'm not persuaded to buy too much. It's so good to see all of you again. I wanted to personally thank each of you for your help. The feat of reason and the feat of gold were my first true test as a claimant. If not for your guidance, I would have failed the rite of succession before I fully understood its importance. Now that you've given me a taste for celebrating culture, I can't wait to see what else Tuliol has to offer, in Shak Tural for instance. As always, you must observe proper etiquette. I would be happy to offer my service as a tutor, should you desire them. I can think of no better instructor. I'll be sure to bring Kwan as well. Your duties as Dawn Servant will be plentiful, but don't forget your promise to attend Ihihana next season. Of course, I wouldn't miss it. When I've made a name for myself as a merchant, I'll come by the palace and tell you all about my biggest sales. I've been personally attending to your alpaca scare. There we hope to see you at the ranch again. Haha, tell my fluffy spit-filled friend that Muklamat will visit soon. Anyway, you'll have to excuse us. Oh, you haven't seen Fontaine around here, have you? A tall, slim fellow with a long pointy ears. I saw a man matching the description by the weapons dealer in Bayside Bevy, in the company of a moblin and a pair of Yakui, if I remember correctly. Bayside Bevy? Got it. Enjoy the festivities, everyone, and the tacos. Sounds like Fontaine has made new friends, which should make him easy to find. He's huge, holy shit. Wokla Dawntrail, imagine. You honor us with your presence. Thank you for coming, everyone. I know the journey to Tuliol isn't a short one. Long road it worth the trial to congratulate new Dawn servants. To hear the head of reason has passed brings me sorrow, but we who remember him will ensure he lives on. May the accolades of this day be as offerings to the future he envisioned. The High Luminary and I attend on behalf of Warlord's Echo. Had our people come en masse, we would have been an obstruction. Nonsense. You're always welcome, all of you. This is your city as much as anyone's. I'm glad to see you hale and whole, Majin. Though I know little of the particulars, I can only imagine your latest adventure has been both long and colorful. Blah. Beginning with near shipwreck, if you'll remember. Yet here we stand, celebrating the ascension of your claimant. When my journey began, I thought only of preserving the peace that my father worked so hard to create. But the feat of pots, the feat of proof, and the feat of ice showed me that peace is not simply the absence of war. Being able to live together in safety and happiness, that was what my father envisioned for this nation. That's the Tuliol I want for you all. So I promise you this, as Dawn servant, I will do everything I can to bring that same happiness to the bandits in Kuzumaoka and the Yokui of Churwagar's Sultan. I won't forsake them. As I was moved by your father's influence, so too may the Churwagar come to accept your peace. Their beliefs have stood for a millennium, while not easily shifted, neither are they immutable. Well, I can be pretty determined. It'll come around eventually. Mark my words. I can vouch for the efficacy of such determination. Thanks to the Moblin's hospitality, I've been able to rediscover the joy of my craft and honor my father's legacy. Now that the good living is secure, the village overflows with Phil smiles. Such cooperation between help hands and potsworn is the very spirit of a healthy pot pack. A partnership like yours is bound to be fruitful. I look forward to seeing the fantastic pieces you produce. There are some other people I'd like to see, so we should take our leave. Let's try and find Unmaruk. The Shibragrax? I think not Shibrashrash? Or he was Rax. Man, it's confusing how they pronounce it. The Gleam Sands. Thank you. Enjoy your time in the city. And remember, this will always be your home too. What a wonderful variety of foods and flavors they have here. I must be sure to bring some home for others. You must sing my attendance incongruous to such an auspicious occasion. Yet as an autarch of Mamuk, I have a duty to represent the goodwill of my people. Huklaman's father. My. You honor us with a personal visit, Dawn Servant. Congratulations upon your ascension. None of that. My title may have changed, but I'm still just Wuklamat. More than just, I'd say. You have grown into a leader fit for this nation. Your father must be proud. I hope so. But big events like this make me wonder, you know? What my birth parents might say if they knew. I imagine they would say that it fills their hearts with joy to see the strong, compassionate woman you have become. I owe you my thanks as well for fulfilling your promise to me. I told Bakul Jaja to stay with us so we could all congratulate you in person, but he marched off, muttering something about not being able to face you just yet. The boy needs purpose beyond catering to the demands of others. He was always too obliging for his own good. I'm sure he'll find it in his own time, especially if he knows his family is there for him. That we are. By the by, have you seen Caterham anywhere? Caterham, was it? A strong name, if a bit exotic. We called upon him before leaving Mamuk, but he wasn't at home. So maybe he was kidnapped. I don't recall seeing him at the ceremony either. The first promise was notably absent as well. Though the first promise was absent. Oh, put two and two together. Though I assume he required time to salve his inquired pride. Everyone thought he'd be the one to succeed. Papa, my victory must have come as quite a shock to him. As for Tanqua, I'm sure he's around here somewhere, all ready to appear when we least expect him. Would best be going, but relax, enjoy, and make yourselves at home. And come visit us anytime. Alright, I think I found everyone I could find. Let's return to the others in the Winged Walk. Golol Jaja stopped by to offer his thanks for her support. He also bade me extend his gratitude to you for assisting that concerned father. I'm not sure what he meant by it, but I assume you do. Oh, you're back. Errol was just regaling us with stories of Lamatiche from when they were little. What, the one about the taco? It was basically clean when I found it. Or no, the one about Papa's feathers. Look, I didn't know where else to wipe my nose. I was too little to know better. There are rumors that Golol Jaja may go on a pilgrimage now that he's no longer a Dawn servant. But I'm sure the transition process will keep him in the capital for some time. Welcome back. I hope you didn't rush on our account.
Seen everyone you wanted to see?
It's voiced. Yes.
I have. Sorry for keeping you all. Now, there's just one last matter. What Kona spoke to you about. I'm sure he made it abundantly clear, but I'm completely serious. I want you to stay in Tulichola with me.
What?
I'm not forcing you, of course, but should you wish it, you'll always have a place here. Ah, that's right. This is for you. A permit granting passage to Shaktural, which, as I recall, you've yet to see.
I've done the Yak Trail.
An adventure
I
like
haven't
you
done the
could
north.
hardly resist, no? I can't believe our journey is over already. You accepted me as a comrade and stood with me to the end. You have my eternal gratitude. Thank you. Well, I had better get going. I need to start learning all my official Dawn servant duties. I'll be sure to share what my old man says about the Golden City too, once he tells me. Till then, feel free to pass the time as you like.
For now, I will remain in Tural. There's someone I'd like to see before returning
I've
to
already
Shaka.
seen the screenshots. It's gonna be like cyberpunk inspired, high-tech city. It's been shown.
What about the rest of you?
I've seen some of the live letters, so kind of
Alize and
spoiled
I
it to
also
myself.
intend to remain a while longer. As educational as this experience has been thus far, we feel there are even more lessons to be had for Garlemald. By hearing about the peace your father facilitated, and then seeing you reforge relations with Mamuk, we were reminded of a profound truth. That is, acceptance begins with understanding.
And, like you demonstrated throughout the rite, there are unexpected yet effective ways for two sides to understand each other. The question is how to encourage it, and by seeing more of this nation born of unity, we hope to find some hints.
Personally, I can hardly wait to learn more about the City of Gold. So, if I may, I'd like to stay in Tuluyolal as well.
By all means, your rooms are at your disposal for as long as you need them.
And what of you? Thinking of touring Shaktural, perhaps?
That's the plan.
Of course. You're hardly the type to leave half a continent unexplored.
Then perhaps we could travel together? The person I intend to meet is my mentor, so I'll be visiting my hometown in Shaktural. If you have no particular destination in mind, I'd be happy to guide you en route.
Then it's farewell for now. Take care, all of you.
It's gonna be the first part without Woklamat in the main story. What he has done to you so you don't... You hate him so much. You want to run him over.
When you're ready, come and meet me at the Shaktural Skygate.
Shaktural Skygate.
We're friends to the end, you hear me? Friends to the end!
The power of friendship. Friendship. I'm 32. I thought that the visit to Shaktural would be linked to some events, but here it seems that we're just gonna explore on our own terms. I feel so old. Yeah, there comes the time where you actually have to start supplementing vitamins, you know, taking care of yourself a little bit more. Past these gates and over the bridge lies Shaktural. You have your permit, yes? Packed and ready? No last minute stops to make before we leave. Forgive me, I'm afraid traveling with our new Dawntrail may have scarred me for life. Oh. The quest writers are making the fun of the players. They knew that all those running around preparing was so annoying.
Sloppy.
So those tablets have records of the events before, like of the notable events that happened during the Gulu judges' rule, and they open the gate to the inner sanctum. Okay, we've seen that. He will open the door. This is the gate to the Golden City. 2 decades ago, your father bade me transcribe a letter to a scholar across the salt, petitioning... Why did it skip? What he discovered was something the Dawntrail had feared enough to seal away forever, or so we thought until the right's objective became the City of Gold. But to think that Tanqua would be entrusted with safekeeping, had I known that doddering old fool carried a set of keystones, we might have spared ourselves those tiresome feats. Great power sleeps here, and with it you shall obtain your birthright. So you say, yet the new Dawn Servants succeeded where I could not. Taking their throne will be no easy task. The resilient son underestimates his own potential. There is no need for worry. I have liberated the key from Dawn Servant's vault, yet you alone have the means to unlock the gate. You'll gain all you were denied, the right your father's shade. This bitter memory shall soon be forgotten. Seize your future promise upon open the gate and become the ruler you were destined to be. What the fuck? Is it a time machine or something? What does he mean? It's working. Is Sam there? Can you hear me? I wish it would be voiced. At last. Who's there? Show yourself. If only I could. Alas, this gate would not open for me. Only the key in your possession can connect us. And you are the guardian of the city's great power? I do not claim this power is great, but the knowledge I possess is enough to realize any desire to remake worlds. Is that so? I think that's the first time we see him smile. Fascinating. Name your prize then, for my desire is the world itself. Yes, yes, the resilient sun rises. Together we shall create a nation worthy of our rule. He has shown his true colors. The useless tool is cast aside. Deliver me a new world, one that bends to my will. As you wish, but in exchange. Ready to get underway. Hi Tsushi. I gotta say right now, last 10 quests of MSQ started ramping up, and some of those moments became more interesting. The beginning of the expansion was pretty slow, sluggish. A lot of padding, a lot of running around, preparing, talking to people, exposition. Understand why they want to introduce the new world and like the characters, but felt a little bit. It felt like They should have added a little bit, maybe some action in between. A lot of talking. I feel like it needed a little bit more in between those moments, like a break from it. Some kind of gameplay moment, scenario, maybe more scenarios, something. Yeah, maybe more scenarios, not even dungeons, just scenarios with combat. The scenarios with combat were pretty fun. I actually failed the one with I think where you fight Bakul Jaja as Vuk Lamat. I failed it like 4 times because I was doing the same mistake, and I couldn't replenish my health in time, and he would just kill me. And yeah, more of that. I want those scenarios more in MSQ. Those ones right now very interesting. Like the Golden City seems to be some kind of either I think it's another reflection or some sort some kind of device from other reflection, or they said it's not elegant, so what it possibly can be another super empire that was in Tural many centuries ago. I don't know, but the story became more intriguing. But I still don't really understand the first promise. The first promise's character seems to be like one note, a bit too much. Like he wants to bend the world to his will. Maybe there's gonna be more to it. Maybe they're gonna show a reason for this, or explain why he's so, narrow-minded, narrow-fixated on one goal. Then present your travel pass to that guard and let us be off. You won't have to wait long to enjoy sightseeing. The breach of Shaktaral is a wonder in its own right. What I really like, I like the Guardians, the Guardian armor. It's probably hot as hell in it, but looks cool. Like a parrot knight with those colors. Signed by Val Wuklaman herself. My apologies, sir. If you would wait here just a moment.
Shall we then?
It looks like the San Francisco Bridge a bit. You know, the red one. Overcast. Ooh.
On the far side of that great bridge unfolded the wilds of Shalomi, where the sun guides in the Shatona town.
Alright, there's gonna be a cowboy city.
A harsh guide, to be sure, with its blazing rays scorching the land and hardening its inhabitants.
The Red Dead Redemption location.
But sweeping change had come to the arid expanse when, beneath its red crust, vast deposits of ceruleum were discovered. Embracing this opportunity, Vau Kona's supporters hurtled on, driven by dreams of a future illuminated by blue flame.
I live in Texas and absolutely hate this.
Our journey continues, our path taking us along winding roads of steel. Each length of track a declaration of hope. and ambition.
Shaluani.
My home, Yasulani, lies past Shaloni.
Yasulani.
It will be a long journey, but the railroad should make it easier. As for the way to the train station, let's ride these fellows, shall we?
Give me a second. Gotta stretch a little bit. I like the music. Short on runic? Afraid so. If one will suffice, I have a creature ready and waiting. But if you need two, then you'll have to wait. The Runi have been acting strangely of late, more easily spooked than otherwise disagreeable. Picking out the few fit for renting province, bothersome work. They're usually so docile, and the ones I saw earlier didn't appear to be unhealthy either. But much has changed since the last I was here. Not the best start to our journey. Still, the train station isn't far. Seeing as we aren't in a hurry, let's go on foot. And I hope they fix the DLSS implementation in the cutscenes, because the game looks a lot better in the motion, but when you get into the cutscenes and conversations with NPCs, for some reason the delay anti-aliasing stops working, and it's so jarring now that you have great looking game during gameplay and shimmering during the cutscenes. About that, sir, as well traveled as you look, it's not only the Runique that have been giving us trouble. Other wildlife has shown signs of aggression too. A merchant should be returning soon with one of our beasts. Stick around till they do. I'll see you both on the Runique for a safer trip. Your offer is most appreciated, but I don't think my friend here is particularly concerned about the wildlife. Actually, I might be a little concerned. But the Runique, Aaronville, the Runique! Oh, nice. Even if you let now, waiting for Ronique to be faster than walking, and safer besides. You'll be back on the road before you know it, I promise. And there we have it. Right, change of plans. There's a small town nearby, we can pass the time there while waiting. Take it you're heading to Husatahui? Just mind yourself around the drunkards and troublemakers, eh? We're going to Texas. It's almost like playing Final Fantasy 15. Oh, I actually didn't look at the model. Look at the reflections. I think it became a little bit better. And the shine. Last time I was here, it was a little more than a camp, with a shop or three.
Well, well. It's become a proper town.
Now hold on a minute.
Some sort of trouble.
I'm talking to you, you old bastard.
Give me strength. For the last time, the investigation is closed. There's no refuting the evidence.
I don't give a shit about your evidence, you lying scum. You release my friends, or I'll make you wish you had.
My cat is... I've shown it. I've been showing her on the stream.
Let me remind you who the scum is here. Your friends, who had the temerity to point their firearms at me, the deputy chief of the Dust Watch. And after taking them into custody, what should we discover but incontrovertible proof that they had committed larceny?
Give me a second.
They will not be released until they've paid for their crimes.
I'd heard the peacekeeping force had been formed to deal with growing lawlessness. Seems the situation is bad indeed.
Still can't get up a fuss, eh? Sounds like poor Zekua needs his bottle.
Sure he wouldn't prefer his mama's tea?
She doesn't like to sit in a lap when she doesn't want to sit in a lap.
Treat me like a child, will you? My friends haven't done anything wrong, damn it! They've been framed!
The way this character is voiced
stubborn little runt.
reminds me a lot of Final Fantasy VII for some reason.
Listen here, Zekua. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you'd best comport yourself like one. That means respecting the rule of law. Order may be precarious here in Shaloni, but it can be had if each man does the right thing. And for those that don't, Well,
Have you played Kingdom Hearts?
they have to answer to the Dust Watch.
No, but I've seen
Now
some
run along and think before you cast
gameplay.
aspersions next time. Lest you hurt my feelings.
Fine. If that's how it's gonna be.
I wouldn't if I were you.
Is that? Oh, Estinian. So that is where he was all this time. He traveled to Shakturel.
There's a time to fight and a time to withdraw. For you, that's now.
What?
Hey! What are you doing, Zekawa? You better not be stirring up trouble.
Man, everyone is running with a gun.
Wahute! You sack of Ronek shit! This ain't over! You hear me?
You want to tell me what that was about?
And I would be
Nothing
fucking paranoid
that
if
need concern
I knew
you,
that everyone
sir.
has a gun.
Zekawa is simply struggling to come to terms with the low character of his friends. But for good measure, I'll have the men keep an eye on him.
Yes, you do that.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go make my rounds.
That's kind of sad. If you think about it, people trying, like, trigger happy people, trying to find an excuse not to shoot some. Yeah, guns are, it's like a double-edged sword.
I wasn't expecting to see your faces among the crowd. Talk is rife, there's a new Dawn servant. Take it you found it then. The Golden City.
Aye, the contest is over. And as I needed to return home to Yasulani, I offered to show our friends some of Shaktural. What brings you north?
Nothing in particular. Just seeing what there is to see.
And I love those weapons. Those swords. I gotta save them up in the glamour. Going wherever the wind blows, eh? Yeah, Sin is the true adventurer, man. He's just going the...
Lord Jaja compensated me rather generously for our duel. I'll be able to enjoy a comfortable life on the road for the foreseeable future. But for now, I shall be moving on.
And such, I just look at them, it's such a
I recommend
clean
you try
design.
the Sabatender. They may not look it, but surprisingly delicious.
I wonder what kind of set they will give for this zone. The perfect chest item.
We don't serve Sabotender here.
Crystarium chest. Ah, you mean, yeah, the ninja set from Crystarium. The Crypt Lurkers or whatever the name was. Yeah, it's pretty good. It looks like a musketeer or something. No sooner that we set out than we run into excitement. At least no one was hurt. This Dust Watch has their work cut out for them, for as long as I can remember. All disputes, big or small, were settled by dueling. The people of Shaloni rarely saw eye to eye, and for better or worse, it was the simplest way to settle differences. Since most would sooner not risk their lives, though, it encouraged the parties to pursue peaceful resolutions in a roundabout fashion. The Dustwatch was likely established by supporters of Guana, preferring peace be enforced through the formal rule of law. A reasonable stance, all things considered. If things ever got out of hand, the Landsguard would be forced to step in. What freedom they have now would be lost under Zoralja's authority. All of which is to say that unless a lengthy stay in the jailhouse appeals to you, be mindful of how you handle your arms in town. Huh. I should like to think the stableman has arrived with the running by now. I'll go on ahead to check. If you still want to have a look around, then be my guest. Come and find us when you had your fill. This is cozy. A classic tavern. Classic saloon, sorry. Saloon. Right. The friend, I take it? Sir, to have kept you both waiting. Unruly wildlife's not the only source of recent distress, I'm afraid. Environment 80% of Texas is probably hot as hell there. And dry, right? Unruly wildlife's not the only source of recent distress, I'm afraid. Also been a rise in robberies targeting merchants. As a result, we've got a lengthy list of folks wanting to use our runique. Which is why I have to ask that you stop at Shishinawezi Springs? Oh my god. Texas is very hot and humid. We get a hurricane too. Just had one yesterday actually. Here it's usually like 8 months in the year. It's rainy, groggy, cold, and we have what, like maybe end of April to the middle of September of warm time, and then it just, you know, gets colder and colder. Probably like November, January, February is the worst. That's fine, of course, but why haven't the Dustwatch dealt with this banditry? Kemak and his fellows are doing what they can. They reckon the bandits are operating as a gang. Running them all up is easier than... Running them all up's easier said than done. If you have anything of value, you'll want to take care. Thank you for the warning. We'll be sure to stay vigilant. Right then, if you're ready to set off, I'll see you on your way. Yeah, you could actually say that if you... Oh, I need those for the hunt. If you remove the characters and just look at the location, it looks like Red Dead 1, right? Red Dead Redemption 1. Kinda similar. Do you know about Alt F3? Yeah, sure. I'm using Alt F1 NVIDIA screenshot. But I don't like to mess with color grading. No sooner did we dismount that the next passengers are already on their way. They really are short and unique. Now then. This is Shishinebuzi Springs, perhaps the busiest town here in Salone. People travel here from all over hoping to find their fortune. The change come to... Oh man, I'm not gonna pronounce this shit. Was surprising enough, but this is no less impressive. They've achieved a great deal in 3 years I've been away. Of the ads, you can make your game more vivid with the filters from Alt F. Yeah, I know, but I prefer the look of the game as it is. On my screen it's pretty fine. It's vivid enough. It also not gonna look good on the capture anyway, because you lose the color. Because the stream is color like subsampled to 420 color. It's not the full color space that I see. It's gonna be already not what it is. Yeah, I know all about it. About the reshades and all that. I'm not the fan of it, because most of it actually has to be tuned for every scene. If you really think about it, yeah, you can use it for screenshots, but if you want to use it for gameplay, you can overdo it. Maybe you can add a little bit of contrast saturations, but I don't need it, honestly. Penumbra? No, I don't know about Penumbra. The station is on the eastern side of town, but there should still be time before the next train departs. If you don't mind, I'd like to pay a visit to an old friend of my mentor. Iyati is her name, and if she learned that I passed through without saying a word, she'll never let me hear the end of it. She set out from our village some 10 years ago, hoping to earn coin as she traveled about Tural. I can but assume she too came here seeking greater opportunities. In any case, let us see if we can find her. Her blue hair should make her easy to spot. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it quits right here. It's a good point. A new town, new story. I should leave it here for tomorrow. Yeah. I'm tired. It's been a long day. The character has to rest. I don't know, I'll stream in the evening too. Probably around the same time. We shall see. I don't know. I can't plan it. So yeah, thank you for watching. Yeah, there usually is a notification for Twitch, or in Discord you can see the status. I don't know how it works. Usually if you follow the channel, it pops up a notification when you go live, but maybe it's bugged or something. I could also post like a short story. They added a new system where you can send a story to the Twitch app. Maybe that's gonna be another way to, you know, get the notification. I'll try it for the next stream. Set a story right before I start and see if it works. So yeah.